Gary, hit record.
Did you hit
I
record?
already
Gary?
I did. And for
Okay.
anybody who's trying to figure this out, this is the first episode of Rock Talk with the Silver Fox. I thought, in my ultimate wisdom, the first people I should interview would be the band Left of Reason, because I kind of know them guys rather well.
Bad idea.
So bad idea. Actually, it's a very good idea. So who we're going to be talking to today or sitting around just kind of shooting the shit. I've got Bill Hawkinson, Matt Donovan, and Wade Radke from Left of Reason. So,
Word.
so it's basically, like I said, what we're going to try to do is just kind of pull the curtain back, have a good time and everything. So how you guys been doing in this wonderful year of 2020?
Holding it together.
Yeah, it's great, man. Good stuff.
I work from this space every day. I don't even have to go anywhere for work if I don't want to. Just
think I might have played my drums about a show in February. And yeah, maybe like 8, 9, maybe like 6, 7, 8 hours all year, maybe.
Wow. See, look behind me. I have a plethora of guitars.
There it goes. The professionalism comes out. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Let me go to the living room and grab my guitars.
Hey, if we rotate this about 10 degrees, then you're in my workspace. Yeah. Then is where I work every day. And I just do this. It's like, there's my work stuff.
It looks like there's a guitar missing off the wall there.
Well, you can, but that thing there, that's what I do for work. It made shit like that's what I
I
make.
can't see it.
That's mine.
I think the consensus is 2020 sucks, Gary.
I'm gonna
balls.
roll back to the studio.
Well, some of the things that I know that in 2020 is for the band, especially on the inside of it, you know, we've had 2 big additions to like the inner circle of the band. I mean, Wade, you're coming up on almost a year anniversary of your wedding.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're freshly married. So Katie would be a new addition. And then Matt, you know, we've got Xander. So
Yeah.
they were both 2020 additions. I mean, yes, a couple days, Wade, you got me, but yeah,
Couple days.
I mean,
couple of
you
years.
got married on the 30th, right?
Oh, you mean for our wedding?
Yeah.
We got married New Year's Eve day.
Here's
The
day.
first.
So that would be the 31st, yes.
New Year's Eve.
But yeah,
day.
so I mean, we had some things going.
Day.
Yeah, most definitely.
That was a blast, by the way.
Yeah, I got drunk.
Yeah. Some things we won't mention on this, but yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, the fight by the porta potty made it all worthwhile.
It
I
did.
totally
All worthwhile. Not
Man.
us. Not us fighting. We were watching a fight by the porta potties.
Right, no reason to intervene, I'm sure. I wasn't
that
there.
was at New Year's Eve, correct? On the
Yeah.
Yeah,
strip
New Year's
in
Eve on
Vegas.
the Vegas Strip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
A
I,
bunch of
All I
guys
wanted
fighting
to do
over
was pee.
porno.
All I wanted to do was pee.
I was passed out on a wedding night and I missed all that.
If you wouldn't have passed out at 8:30 on your wedding night, maybe you would have saw that shit.
Yeah, but I woke up at like 10:30 and I was up till 6 a.m.
We were too.
Yeah. Yes, we were.
But yeah, so you know, we had a few good things happen, I guess. I mean, like I said, Wade and Katie got married. Xander, he's pretty cool, the X-Man.
Yeah.
So-
Little
Nice.
baby.
That was a
X-Men.
phone call.
What's
Is
that?
that what you named Xander? So you call
My
me.
phone was ringing during that.
Oh wow. You know, we're showing a little bit of our private side. I know that Left of Reason basically has 2 different lives completely. I mean, you guys do have a pretty public life. What you guys do with the music and the bands and doing different things that we do. And I also know you guys are pretty private at the same time. I mean, how do you guys balance that out? I mean, you don't let everybody into your private world. I know that.
This is
I just
about,
ignored the assholes for a few weeks.
well,
Pretty
this
much.
is as private as you get with my life, you know.
This
I mean,
is
I
it.
really-
I mean, I go to work and then On the weekends, you get fuckface. During the week, it's Matt.
We're
Fair
social butterflies, Gary. We don't need a lot of time to sit on our ass.
I would say you're a social butterfly.
Come on, man.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, so you've got your public life, and Matt said it kind of best. On the weekends, you get fuck faced. On the during the week, he's Matt. I mean,
Wow.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
happened.
That's Matt.
and I would say you're close to that, Bill. I mean, I see you probably more than anybody simply because where I work. But yeah, that was just one of those things I always kind of wondered. You guys been working on any new music?
No,
Got a few new things in the work.
no, we really do. I mean, we've tried. We went to practice. We wrote a song. We practiced it for a while. We started to practice another song, practiced another new cover a little bit, and then didn't practice for, I don't know, 6 months. So when we got back to practice, we started again with those songs. Got to about maybe where we were before, and we haven't practiced since. So yeah, we're working on it.
Well, COVID reared its ugly head, and
COVID has been the fucking cancer in this band since the start of the year, since February. I've been fucking exposed like probably half a dozen times, and that's pushed practice back. Wade just had a fucking run in. That's pushed practice back. I mean, we all got our families to think of too. So it's the minute you get exposed to somebody, it's all right, keep my distance from everybody else because I don't want to expose them and their families. Distance myself from everybody, basically. So practice has pretty much been non-existent because every time we start getting together, somebody else gets exposed, and then we start the fucking cycle over again. It's just been a nightmare all year, basically. I mean,
And-
Jesus Christ, I got 2 new guitars sitting in the living room that I can't even fucking plug in because I can't go to mom's.
that's right. You got to show us. I haven't even seen them yet. You gotta. You're gonna have to show us something. Show
I
me.
haven't seen them.
You're gonna make me walk through the house to show you my guitars by my
I haven't
Christmas
seen. Well, I haven't seen them. That's not what
Oh,
we're doing.
all right. I mean, we might as well give you the grand fucking tour. There's Xander right there, mowing down some food. There's Kara, Madison.
Hey,
How's that
what's
for
up?
private life, Gary?
Yeah.
I didn't ask that. I said that's how you handled it, and you just showed me.
All right, here you
In
go.
a few minutes, I'll probably show you guys my bathroom, maybe my toilet area.
There's Betsy the Explorer
Oh, and beautiful.
and
Nice.
Betsy Paul.
That matches my Explorer right there.
It's gorgeous, right? It's fucking gorgeous, and I haven't even been able to plug it in yet.
I'm gonna pull this guy out to shows, and we can do yeah.
Easy
Yeah,
time
once
thing here.
we'll start picking up again, and we can actually play out
Right.
So
someday when we're old enough.
obviously, 2020 has kind of sucked, and we're excited about being back for 2021. I'm guessing. I mean, I know I am.
Are you kidding me? As much as everybody wants to fucking see us play and go out to fucking shows, we want to play them more.
Yeah.
You see
Again.
how many bands have like died on the wayside this year, or bands we don't even know are together anymore? I'm just happy to be together at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of sad when you think about it. How many bands probably have just fallen by the wayside, man?
But
Yeah.
yeah, so
I know a few
still
that when I've
get back
spoken
in
to
the
them,
bus.
a few people I've talked to, they don't know what they're doing anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I
And
think
they're
we
good
know what we're
bands.
doing. We're just on standby until we have a place to play. Simple
Pretty
as that. We do have a book show for next year, though.
We have a couple actually.
Couple now. Oh, see, I only knew Broadfest, and that's in what, May 30th or May 29th? I forget the date. But
We'll find out. But May 1st, I think we're playing at the Back Bar in Janesville.
May 1st. So May. So May. That's when we're going to start.
Shooting for May. Shooting for May, man.
We're hoping.
And we will have one new song for sure. That, well, if you weren't at the campground this last summer to see us play, it'll be new.
And a new cover. And a new cover for sure. At least.
Yeah, I will say that we should have another one.
Yeah, we should have at least 2 new songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the
So
things I know, if you take 2020 out of the picture, let's just face it, it's been a shit year for music or live music. Let me change that. We were on the road a lot. You guys especially were on the road a lot. And it was beginning to look like 2020 we were too. What is one of the biggest things you guys miss about being on the road?
The smell. The smell,
yeah,
the, smell, the snoring,
the
awake
waking
all
up-
night.
I
love
just
it all.
enjoy the back alleys of numerous cities. I like the back alley areas. Somehow we always end up in back alleys or parked in back parking lots or back alleys. There's always something interesting going on with the sweet aroma of, Matt said the feet and then the snoring and whatnot, but just the people watching sometimes.
That's meeting the new people that are out there are super fun to meet and run into. That's what sucks, man. Is like, around our birthday, Billy, we were supposed to be out on the road, and I got guys at work complaining about the heat, and I'm just like, fuck you. I'm supposed to be on fucking tour right now. Like, I don't want to hear you bitch about the fucking heat. Like, I miss that. I miss being out on the fucking road. I miss meeting some new people, playing music for people that just have never heard us or, heard us once or twice and get to see us again. And that's always awesome. And when you don't get to do that, it fucking sucks.
It's just a trip, We do some weird ass things on our way to and from shows. And I miss that. Yeah. Having Billy drive into a venue, that's my favorite thing, because
especially if it's in Lincoln, Nebraska. That's awesome.
Look, kids, Parliament.
Fuck you, Abe.
I miss that. I miss having Billy drive us into gigs. Sometimes I'd arrange it so it'd happen that way, just because it was so much fun. And also just waking up in your bunk and not knowing where you are. You're in a moving vehicle and you just wake up in a bunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one of the things about, I guess I have a question on is when we're in southern Wisconsin, when you guys are in southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois, you guys are pretty much in your sweet spot. You're in a pretty comfortable zone. You guys know, and walking into a show, it's going to be 3/4 to sold out full. When you're expanding out to the Nebraskas or Michigans or Ohio's or different places that you've been,
Minnesota.
how is that when they don't know you?
Minnesota.
Yeah. Minnesota, Gary? What was that?
Say that.
Was there a Minnesota in there?
You play in a place that's never heard you before. It's kind of like you always bring your A game anyways, but it's one of those things where you show up and you're like, okay, we got a ton of people to win over. And all we got to do is do what we normally do. So when you go and play in a new place that you don't know anybody, it's kind of that challenge of, am I going to make some new friends today? Are we going to fucking have fun? Are we going to sell any merch? Are we going to bring anybody up to us to fucking approach us and ask us about our lives and about our music and things like that? So it's always kind of a challenge, but it's a fun challenge. I think the three of us have always wanted to challenge ourselves anyways. So I think just going out and playing somewhere you've never been before, it's awesome. But then you have the people like the Christy Harveys that show up when you're fucking in Ohio or something. And
in the new venue, meeting the new people. Usually there's at least one or two people that like to tell you you're good at the end of the night. Hey, I've never seen you. You're good. Thank you, man.
Yeah. As long just got to make sure nobody gets too drunk and starts talking shit about the other bands.
No,
They're giving away other band
we've
stuff.
only had one asshole do that
You
way.
can't have that.
Not allowed.
Not
So-
allowed.
I love all the bands. man. I love all the bands. All the bands that have survived the apocalypse.
my hat's
anyways.
off to you, fucking all the bands that have survived the apocalypse, man. This is a desolate fucking time for live music, and it sucks. Every day it sucks, especially when you can't fucking make it out to practice and at least get some of that energy out there.
At least be writing or recording or something. We're too damn broke to record. We can't get out to practice. So it's like, well, why aren't you just writing all kinds of music? Well, because we can't get to practice, because every time we do, someone's exposed. And, oh, why don't you record? Well, once again, we can't. First of all, we're broke. And second, because we're not playing.
Yeah.
And second of all, I mean, it can't, it's just standstill, man. Utter standstill. I'm hoping that everyone is starved for music.
Yeah, because I know we're starved for playing.
I can go to the
Well,
bands out, and I can just go out on a weeknight or whatever downtown where I live and watch a band. I can't wait for that again. You know?
Mhm.
Looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to just going off to shows. This last year has been crazy, man. I haven't had it. I had to use up vacation time just because I haven't been doing anything all year, you know. And
Normally dedicated to being on the road.
Yeah.
I want to be on the road every weekend. I want to play every weekend. And
Yeah. When you go from 3 shows a week, 3 shows a week to 0, one show to, what did I play? 2 shows this year?
Or
February at Back Bar.
I think that's about it. Yeah.
So yeah, we go from 2, 3 shows a week to
2, 3 shows a year.
entire year, 3 shows an entire year. That hurts, man.
yeah,
I feel like this is coming off very depressing. Like, are we?
It
We're
is
not. None of
depressing.
us
We're
are on meds. I
depressed.
swear
well,
to
let's
God.
change the subject. I mean, I don't really see it as depressing, but I mean it's truthful. One of the biggest questions that I've heard people ask all the time when they have a Left of Reason CD, or even when Matt sometimes introduces songs on stage, the names are really unique. They usually most of the time have nothing to do with the song.
No.
How does that come about?
we don't.
Drunken madness.
No comment.
Actually, usually it's just jamming or at practice or at a show when a fan says something or one of our kids says something or one of us says something or one of our drunk friends says something and it resonates while we happen to be writing that song and it is the joke of the week or whatever and somehow just gets wrangled into being the name of the song.
Well,
I think that I think our entire repertoire, there's probably maybe 2 songs that the title actually has something to do with with the song. The rest is just pretty much, oh, I heard a random phrase over here. You know what? We happen to be writing a song right now. Steak medallions. I like it.
Steak medallions it is. Manicorn.
Manicorn. That's just it's a manicorn, right?
Well, yeah. Yeah. I mean, Randall Cobb was written during Randall Cobb's breakout first fucking year.
Right.
He was so awesome that year. We thought the song was so awesome that we were like, hey, the 2 go hand in hand.
Plus, we
Now
were
he's not
drunk
even a
as shit
fucking
at
Packer
the man
anymore.
cave. Believe we were playing darts at the man cave, drunk as shit, talking about Randall Cobb, and yeah, just became the name of the song.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay. If nobody's ever heard you guys play, I mean, they've never heard you play. If you took one of your songs and said, "This is Left of Reason. This is what we do." What song is that?
No, I don't have one. I can't do one, man. That's ridiculous, Gary.
What kind of
Who
a
the
question is that?
What the fuck is that, Gary? Seriously, one? One? I mean,
One song to define ourselves. That's I don't know.
The
I
song,
guess
the thing,
I have my favorites, but
you see,
What's
yeah, now you're picking favorites. Like, what's your favorite song to play?
All right, well, I mean, let's go with favorite. I mean, that would be kind of defining you if that was your
I
favorite.
don't have a favorite.
I know
like
which
to
one
play
is most crowd
Manicorn, I like to
interactive.
play Steak. I like to play Randall. I like to play. I mean, man, I like to play like 4 songs.
4.
What for?
Wait, you have a top 4 or top?
I want to hear the top 4. I want to hear the top 4.
Billy's top 4. Let's hear it.
Well, I like to play Your Face because that's usually our killer song, and I mean that's Randall, Manicorn, probably Steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I really like getting into like WTF and some of those other ones. I mean, those are fun too. But I love jamming Manicorn. I love jamming Steak. Some of that I think is placement in the sets because Steak was an opening song for a long time. Randall was an opening song for a long time. And you come out all jacked up and start playing it. And Your Face has been an ending song. Randall's been an ending song. Steak has been, or Manicorn, I guess, has always been, a second or third song.
It's always been like a middle of the road song because it's kind of got that intro that just eases people into it. You can't see my hand gestures, but yeah, it just kind of eases everybody in. I'd say that's probably a fucking damn good top 4 right there. I like that. The thing, it's hard to pick because you got songs like Killer Mustache and Feisty that were written when the band was a lot younger.
They're still fun to play.
They're still great, but the sound, like I think that our tone and our sound and our energy level has gotten to another level. You still, again, with the hand gestures, it's gotten to like another level that you can't, it just doesn't compete. Like Randall Cobb is like a different song, like energy wise than Killer Mustache, fucking.
I do like playing them though. I like playing Stash. Biawaba is one of my favorites to play still.
I love warming up. Fucking just a simple Feisty Beaver is a great warm up for me because it's just fun to like get into that groove and be like, okay, this is where this is like the beginning of Left of Reason, and then you come into like WTF or fucking Gilbert, and you're like, this is where we're headed. You know what I mean? Like this is where we're feeling it now. Like I like that. Manicorn especially has always just been really fun for me to play. I love jamming that song.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But Your Face is definitely a crowd pleaser that fucking, there's nothing better than hearing people scream your songs back at you, man. And that song for sure is just an awesome, I hate your face. Fucking A. That's what I like to hear.
You really can't get more straightforward than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I agree. It's like Your Face is one of my favorites. That was written before I joined. I guess in my opinion, for what really, represents all of us is Manicorn, because that's one of the first songs we've written as our current, as our current group, as a 3-piece.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you remember, Manicorn was written when Holden left the band. We wrote Manicorn, and we were like, okay, let's bring in some other guitar players and see how they write with us. We're gonna stick to our basic process where we bring in what we bring in, and then we're gonna see what they can bring. Again, with the hand movements, you guys can't see, but they're gonna bring in whatever they want to bring in, and it just never went with anybody else. It's just kind of we brought that in as a 3-piece, and that's where we're at, man. That is a I like the way you put that, Wade. That's very well put.
It was actually, you're right. It was written at a weird time because, I mean, we tried out like a few guitar players. LeBay actually had a little bit of hand in writing that first little thing, one little tiny riff there. But even with that, it was weird writing with different guitar players and then being a 3-piece for the first time at pretty much during that time, I guess.
Yeah.
And writing it as a 3-piece, but then having other guitar players around, and then having LeBay, he came up, I don't know, 3-4 times, a couple times at least. And we kind of hit it off with him. We were getting to the point where we were getting the song nailed down, and then he had that little intro thing that he was kind of messing with.
Yeah.
After hearing what we were doing, and I was like, hey, that's kind of cool. And it just, So actually, LeBay had a little bit to do with Manicorn. We're only going to give him about this much, but
we'll give him the intro. We'll give him the intro. LeBay, next to the intro to Manicorn. Otherwise,
you guys have been together for a while, though, especially, Matt and Billy, but all of you. I mean, Wade, you've been with them, what, 7-8 years now?
Yeah, 7. I'd say 7, 8.
I think, you came in when Madison was born. She's 7 now, so I mean, 7 years. Yeah, because we were still practicing at Sweet Minnehaha, and we got rid of the last bass player, and that was right when she was born. So it's been 7 years.
And actually, it was just after Nathan joined you guys. And Gary, I'm kind of disappointed we didn't invite Nathan onto this.
Yeah, he's part of this as much as we are, man.
If you can get Nathan, send him a request, whatever.
Is Nathan on 7 years too?
Nathan, I actually asked him if he wanted to co-host this, and he never got back to me.
Oh,
What a
using
dick.
damn it.
I mean, what's he got to do? He
I don't
delivers
know.
pizza, plays video games, and
not-
masturbates.
He's
Hey,
not helping us load
because
in onto
honestly-
his stage. I can tell you that.
Honestly, the whole podcast thing that we started talking about, I guess Nathan and Wade had talked about it, and then it
Yeah.
just kind of sat there forever. It did
Yeah,
nothing.
that
And
seemed
then-
to be a thing in this band.
And then
Well,
I was sitting around saying, hey, I know a lot of people in music. Let's pull back the curtain. Let's have some fun. Let's do what we're doing. And so I contacted him. I said, hey, dude, you want to be part of this? I don't want to just steal your thing. And he's like, no, man, run with it. And I'm like, okay, well, do you want to help co-host? Sometimes as well. I'm doing Left of Reason this week.
Yeah, you're gonna get other people to do this, right? We only have to do this like once a year, right?
Maybe 2 or 3 times a year, but yes. Next week, sure. My next show I'm actually doing with Dan Fessler from Rock to Stop 22.
Oh, fucking good dude, man. Good dude.
Yeah.
You know, I've got him on the schedule, and I'm sure I've got the Almas on the schedule and people like that. I want to do bands. I want to do venue owners, promoters, all kinds of different things. But to
Yeah.
deal with the music side of
Good.
stuff.
You
Get
need to
Matt
get those
on that.
sponsors, man. You should get Bob to throw in on this, and you can plug the back bar every.
You
Every
don't think that hasn't been through my mind and in a conversation? There's a reason I haven't ran that lineup yet. But yeah, you guys are you're on Facebook, obviously.
No. Not really. I mean,
Not really.
well,
I mean,
we're not
kinda.
long.
This will be on Facebook probably tomorrow or the day after for sure.
Sweet.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
You're on Spotify, you're on Amazon, you're on a bunch of other different things. So people go check those guys out. Go to their YouTube channel and hit subscribe, please. Mascot
have
of
a
all the
YouTube
bands.
channel?
You
Right
have
now?
a YouTube channel. You have a YouTube channel.
You want
son
us
of
to
a bitch.
subscribe right now?
I should do that.
Sure.
Right?
No, not
With
you
the-
guys. No, Matt, you're not getting out of here that easy.
Hey,
Probably should.
is there both our CDs fully up on Spotify now?
We don't
The
even know
first,
That's
no,
funny.
not both of them.
No, because I have a kid at work that only plays fucking steak medallions, and I'm like,
Yeah.
there's other stuff, and he's like, no, there's not.
Oh, I asked him to put the rest of the to make sure both CDs are on Spotify. That was in August,
2019.
Like, July or August. So he's still got a little window.
These things take time. It's a process, just like
Yeah.
getting a podcast going.
So, anyways, make sure you guys stream their shit.
Check out
Subscribe
Half
to
Our
their
Shit
stuff.
on Spotify if you want.
Link at the bottom of your screen. I don't know how that works, but right there at the bottom of your screen.
Right here, see it's rolling across.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I thought this was going to be super easy with you guys.
It never is. It never is.
You guys have played a lot of big stages. Most people, I don't know if people who haven't heard your guys' name don't realize some of the bigger stages you played. You played Summerfest, you've played Rockfest, you played Bratfest many times, a couple other really big festivals. How do they rank versus going to a club show or a smaller venue show?
Well, everybody, honestly, at both places, everybody wants to get you drunk, right?
Yeah.
You know,
They succeed.
And then I guess more with the festivals like Rockfest and everything else, just everybody is just a little crazier, to be honest, because they don't have to get themselves home. They're usually camping or
Yeah.
those festivals, people are more.
Nuts, man.
Yeah,
Nuts.
people,
They like to
And-
party, man. They like to party more. For me, festivals are. It depends. Like if you're like Rockfest was huge,
Yeah.
so everything was faster because you were
Yeah.
just adrenalized and just like, fucking hey, man, do you see it? We're on the jumbotron. You know, like that's awesome shit right there. Broadfest is the first time was adrenalized. now that you've relaxed and seen how the process is, you learn to have a little bit more fun with it, and you know where you can fuck around a little bit and where you can't say the F word on stage and shit like that, where you just have so much more fun with it. But the initial is kind of, it's really like, it sparks you, you know, it fucking adrenalizes you. Club shows are fun because they're so much more intimate. You can literally look at somebody in the crowd and pick them out and fucking say, man, you got a killer beard on the microphone. And they know that you're talking to them and they're like, fucking hey, it sure is, you know, and that's kind of fun. I like that. I enjoy that.
And they also can hear Billy all the way through the club.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing. Is in a club show, it's very intimate. When Billy gets angry because we're cut off a song early, the whole club hears him go, "Who the fuck cut us off a song early?"
I have literally never done that. I did that one time.
One time.
Yeah, but it's happened. So, yeah.
Yeah, so May 29th, by the way, is Broadfest, Wade.
All right. May 29th. Thank you.
Yeah,
Sweet.
Free brats.
Yep. Yeah, free
Great
brats.
crowd.
That VIP tent rocks.
Oh, speaking of free fucking brats, have you guys seen the Johnsonville commercial for the brat, for the sausage maker? It's like
No.
a little fucking, it's like a foreman, but it has like forms in them that cook like actual breakfast sausage or breakfast sausage patties. And then there's another one that cooks like a 5-pack of actual brats.
Nice.
And the guy comes on and he's like, "Oh, I'm fucking some old guy, and I own Johnsonville brats. People ask me all the time if I can cook a good brat. Yes, I can, with this grill right here." And I'm like, dude, if you are the owner of Johnsonville brats, you should know that they go in beer and butter and onions. You throw those fuckers on a grill. That's a good brat. Not some fucking foreman made. Sorry, brat's just, I'm really passionate.
I can't believe that stuck with me.
We just took a left turn somewhere really big.
Well, and did you notice when he took off, he was like, fucking old guy. So I didn't know if he was saying the dude was old or if he was fucking the old guy. Like,
I'm
that
sure.
was confusing.
That was just, yeah. Thank you.
Honestly, that's left of reason, guys. Be on our bus. You'll be talking about something, and somebody takes a left turn, and we're gone for an hour.
That's
So-
a quality brat rant, though. I mean, valid point.
That's why we're the left of reason. Is everything's. Anyways,
Yeah, we haven't gotten negative yet, so we're fisting.
What's that? Everybody's holding back right now. I can see it. It's fun.
Hold back for what?
I don't know.
no.
So, like I said, we've got some spring coming up. This is when we're going to try to get back out on the road. Hopefully, the Rona will go away. There's hope, I guess. I mean, they're talking vaccines and stuff, so that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
You guys, you know, we're trying to find out when venues are actually going to start booking again. Some of them are, but not quite sure.
Tentatively.
Yes,
Do
that's
they
a
all
great
have
way
an
to put it.
asterisk next to the fucking booking, or what? Like, oh, we'll have you guys here this date. We'll just pencil you in. That's what I feel like it is got to be right now.
It's a lot of that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of that, and it's a lot of how bad they've been hurt during this time. I don't think it's going to be going right back to the way it was.
No.
No.
But that's fine. The music business has changed many times over. It
Yeah.
has.
Definitely.
And
they
I
know
think
always.
it's changing again.
Yeah.
But the good news is I think if Left of Reason will be fine.
Gary,
Yeah.
we're coming back with a vengeance. We will be fine as long as the bus that's dead right now starts and all that shit.
They don't have to know that. They don't
That's
have
just-
to know that it's
Just
dead.
dead battery.
Are there rats in the air filter again, or what?
I have no
Yeah.
idea. I haven't been out there. Should probably go look at it and try to jump it, start it, and fire it up and shit.
Yeah, I'm sure we're not the only band having that issue with their bus.
Mhm.
That just
Rats living in it.
well, aside from ourselves, yeah.
There ain't no rats in there, man. It was pretty much cleaned out. Now in the air filter or under the hood, I guarantee there's no mice in there, but they shouldn't be in the bus or anything.
I don't know
But I
if we
should start it up. Should start it up.
We should
You
start
guys,
it up.
you guys are talking bus. I mean, you guys can go back a ways where you guys have done the car thing, the van thing. Now you're at the bus thing. What's next?
It's not like
Well, we have a half
Hotel
bus.
rooms, private jets.
Yeah, we have a half bus. We need a full-on bus, and then the hotel rooms and the private. Yeah, the jets. Yeah.
it's we can call it a bus, but you know, it's no like luxury line or anything.
Oh, it's luxurious.
It
I
is.
mean,
I'm not gonna
I know
lie.
what
You know,
It
I
needs a
mean,
kitchen. If it had a kitchen, that'd be awesome.
that would be awesome.
we
But we will upgrade it.
do
We'll
that?
put a funnel in the back, so it'll just drain out the back. Right?
Doable. It's doable.
We
He's
can
an
upgrade.
engineer.
Junior engineer.
All right. Well, I think I've covered anything. Is there anything you guys want to tell anybody out there who's listening?
All right, all 5 of you that are listening, we want to thank you guys for sticking by Left of Reason for the past fuck knows how many years. I think we're coming up on 15. Oh, good God, 15 years. But man, thank you. That's fucking awesome. Right, guys?
Yeah, sure.
It's been like 8 years for me.
No, that's awesome, man.
It is
This
awesome.
year-
I mean, you
this
guys
year's
got some
been
pretty
fantastic.
fantastic fans. They are pretty loyal.
We
Oh,
really
fuck
do.
yeah. We got great fans, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
we're
best, I would argue.
They should all 5 be watching this right now, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm making it a point to actually say, hey, you guys, thank you so
Yeah.
much from the
You
bottom
guys
of our
know
hearts.
we, all 5 of you.
Shout out to Brandon Bong who went and liked the page today so he could see this interview.
Oh my God. I've been trying to get him to like the page for 4 fucking years.
Jesus
Well, he had to take the
Christ.
phone out of his hand like I did, but
I know.
all right, with that, guys, I think it's pretty much we've covered everything. So thanks for being on, and I will talk to you guys a little bit later, and we'll see what's going on from there. Take care.
Right on. Thanks, Gare.
Yep.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys. Thanks, Gary.
How does fuck